we're just talking about building a business from scratch, essentially from nothing, in the fastest way possible. That's my whole thing. Building a business from scratch the fastest way possible, but in the most sustainable way. When you do those things, then you can start making money now and continue to make money years from now. So that's my whole thing. I don't want to take 5 years to show you how to manufacture this brand new product. You're being so innovative, you creating it from scratch. Nobody has ever done this before. Do businesses do that? Yes, they do that. They are successful doing that, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of capital. That's your third business down the line. That's not your first business. That's your third business down the line. First, you got to learn business, and then you go do that once you get some money. Okay? Hey y'all, it's KEIYONA'S again, Mommypreneur, Connoisseur, and today we're going to be talking about what types of online businesses you should start. I'm just going to be going over basically my model for the things that I look for when I'm starting any online business. Just because, again, remember, y'all know I'm big on longevity. I'm big on building a brand and a business that's going to last forever so that we can have that income repeatedly and not, die out. So we're going to be talking about the strategies that I use to pick my products and, how to build a business around longevity. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing that I like to do is I like to pick a one-size-fits-all approach. So what does that mean? That basically means that I like to pick products that it only come in one size, one shape, one thing. Of course, you can add different variations later, but essentially it's just a one-size-fits-all approach. So basically, I don't deal with clothes and stuff like that. There's a lot of t-shirt companies out there that are killing it. They're making lots and lots and lots of money. That's cool. But for me, I feel like when you start a business and you're just getting started and you want to build a long-lasting brand, I say do something that's going to the same thing is going to sell. It's like those classic products, and not to say you can't have a classic t-shirt or a classic pair of shoes. You absolutely can. It's just much harder. Like, you're not about to come out the gate being Nike. Like, they have so many different styles, designs, variations. And you know what else that costs? What else that takes? It takes a lot of capital. Like, when you got to do all those variations, when you starting up front and you trying to create a brand, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that you got to put into that, because you got to, invest in the quality, you got to invest in the design. And when you got one t-shirt design and you got to have 5 sizes, you got to have small, medium, large, extra large, like, you got to get it printed on all those. And then you still don't even know if that design is going to sell, because it's all based on if the consumer can relate to what the t-shirt is saying, they like the visual. It's so many elements that go into like their purchasing decision. It's a lot of requirements for them to go through in their brain on whether I'm gonna buy this shirt or not. The color, all of that stuff. But when you have a one-size-fits-all approach, like if it's just body butter, like it could be a plain jar of body butter. It's white, it's body butter, it's simple. So you got that same jar. You could sell that same jar of body butter 20 years from now. Because guess what? People gonna always need that body butter. They're gonna always need that body butter. They're gonna use it every single day. Ain't nothing gonna change. If they love it, they love it. And then you don't have to worry about all these different jar sizes. Yeah, of course you could have a small, medium, and large jar, but you don't have to. You could just do it one size. And when you do everything one size, that means that you can get better prices, because everything's the same. Everything's the same. You could just get it all, like if you get it in the same size jar with the same label on it. You could print 50,000. You can make 50,000 jars, and it would be way simpler than getting one design printed on 5 different sizes of t-shirts and then hope that it sells. You see the difference in that? So that brings me to my next point, is that like you have to pick a product that people use over and over and over again. Think about products that consumers can put into their daily habits. So basically, like I just said, the body butter, like that's skincare. Like every day you take a shower, you're using soap. Every day you take a shower, you're gonna put on something on your skin because the shower is probably gonna dry it out depending on what you use. Things like that. With your hair, you're putting product in your hair every day. Makeup, you wearing that makeup every day. Like, these are things that you're gonna continue to need. Yes, there are gonna be changes. There may be upgrades, or you may come out with a new variation later. But essentially, some people just like that original, that plain. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about, you can always upgrade things later in the future, but just getting started, those classic products can take you 30 years out. Literally, like if you develop a lotion, or even just find a good lotion from a supplier and you private label it, just put your branding on it and make it your own, you could sell that same product 30 years from now. Like, it's really not that complicated. So I feel like make it simple, but yet make it effective, and make it to where it's going to build that strong relationship with that consumer. Because even though it may be private label, this customer never used this body butter before. Yeah, you may got it from China and put your label on it, but you already tested it. You already know it's a good body butter. So when that customer get that body butter and it just feels so good on their skin, you got a customer for life. That's just the way it is. So think about daily habits that you do and things that you need on a regular basis. Those customers are gonna have a strong relationship with that company, and they're gonna use it over and over and over. You gotta think about how long people have been using Vaseline. It's the same. Like literally, Vaseline has been the same when we was babies to it is now. They got the same bottle, same original. Like, we ain't gonna never stop using it. Like, never. The people who like it, they like it. Like, and me, I didn't even really know I like it until I started having babies, but that's another thing. Like, I use that Vaseline on my baby every day. And now I recommend it. Before I had her, I didn't use Vaseline every day, but now after I started using it on her, now I use it on me. And that's just it. You ain't gonna find another product that's gonna clear up your scars, marks, rashes, none of that faster and better than Vaseline if you got sensitive skin. That's just my perception. You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of thing you wanna build with a brand that you create. And it don't have to be skincare, but it could still be something like, it could be the toothbrush itself. Like who thinks about like you sell the toothbrush? But it's all about the brand that you build around it. So when you make your toothbrush, let's just say, and I'm just making this up, you come out with this dope golden toothbrush, like you brand it. People know they got to brush their teeth every day, but they still have a choice with what toothbrush they want to use. So they may go ahead and start using yours because they like the way it makes them feel. They like the brand around it. They like the lifestyle around it, all that type of stuff. So they just love it, but they're going to use it every day. And guess what? When it's time for a new one, when they do their 3-month swap out, they're going to be buying another one and buying another one. That's the thing though. It's something you're going to keep using. Once you build a relationship, you don't just, up and leave it. Or another brand come along and tell you how you can help them better, or how you can service them better, even better than the one they have been using. Like, I may have been using the same toothbrush for 10 years, right? But if I come across this new one and it does everything that my old one do plus more, and is better, you like the look of it better, you like the feel of it better, you like the text, something that you like better, then the old one is out of there. And guess what? Now they're a customer with you for the next 10 years. That's how you lock it in. So that's how you lock it in. And that's one of the things that I feel like we got to pay attention to when we're picking a product. I'm going to be looking down because I'm looking at my notes, make sure that I don't forget anything. So basically, all of these products are essential products. It's going to be things that is essential to a client's use every day. They're going to use it all the time. It's incorporated in their daily habits, and it's gonna make their life easier or better in some way. So think about a product that's a one size fit all. A toothbrush comes in one size. You ain't gotta have no small, medium, and large toothbrush. Like, you just have one toothbrush. It can be an adult toothbrush or a kid toothbrush, but you could just pick one. You ain't gotta have both. That's part of picking your audience, but we're gonna talk about that in another video of talking about who you serve. But right now we're just brainstorming how to come up with the proper business model around a product, you know. So think about these things. Don't start off doing too much, because that's just gonna overwhelm you. So again, a one size fits all approach, something that can be incorporated into their daily habits, such as essentials and things that's going to make their life easier and better. And that's it. Keep it like that, and it will start, you can start coming up with different ideas, but the ideas are endless, trust me. The market is not oversaturated for some of the simple things that you think, because it's all about the way that you're gonna brand it, the way that you're gonna build that relationship with your consumer that's gonna have you and them connected for a lifetime. It's gonna have them giving you their money all the time, okay? You wanna make sure that you are selling products that are in demand. Make sure that you sell a product that consumers want. We're not just selling products that we want to sell because we like it. Sometimes that's not the proper way to go about it. We got to do our research and make sure we're selling products that consumers want. Again, like the toothbrush example, like that was just an example. I don't know if toothbrushes are in demand or if people just gonna continue to use their Colgate toothbrushes and they ain't changing their Die Hard and that's it. Like, I don't know. That may be the case, but probably not. You know, Spin Brush came in and they took over, and people don't even regularly use manual toothbrushes anymore. Everybody got an electric toothbrush. So think about different ways of how you can, and this is not an invention type thing. You don't have to invent anything. When you search for products in the way that I teach you how to search for products and the way you can put your logo on certain products and brand them, the product is already created. You just gotta pick the product, basically. So some products is out there that we don't even know exist. It's so many products out there that they have already created in China, and ain't nobody's really selling it. All it takes for you is go in and see the vision for that product, put your branding and your label on it, and run it up. That's really all it takes. So make sure it's in demand, but also make sure that it's not a trending product. I talked about building a brand versus e-commerce. Building a brand versus drop shipping with e-commerce. They're both e-commerce, but they're different business models. Go check out that video. I just did a video about that. Go check that one out if you want to know more about the differences between that. So drop shipping, basically, they like to use a lot of trending products. So they'll find products that just hit the market. It's new, it's fun, it's unique. But then again, at some point, it's just a trending product. So it's gonna die down in a few months or a year, and then you never hear it again. We all know those trending products that just here today and gone tomorrow. We don't want to do that. I'm gonna make a whole separate video about products that you want to avoid. This video is about products that you want to sell, and then I'm gonna do a video on products that you don't want to sell, which is kind of gonna be the opposite of this, but it's gonna be some additional information in there too. So go check that one out as well. But this is how you really pick the product, and these are the businesses you should stay in. I stand on this model of way of finding things because it just makes your life easier. And that's not to say that you can't be successful in any business you create, or if you invent something, you know, be innovative. You can do all of that, but we're just talking about building a business from scratch, essentially from nothing, in the fastest way possible. That's my whole thing. Building a business from scratch the fastest way possible, but in the most sustainable way. When you do those things, then you can start making money now and continue to make money years from now. So that's my whole thing. I don't want to take 5 years to show you how to manufacture this brand new product. You're being so innovative, you creating it from scratch. Nobody has ever done this before. Do businesses do that? Yes, they do that. They are successful doing that, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of capital. That's your third business down the line. That's not your first business. That's your third business down the line. First, you got to learn business, and then you go do that once you get some money. Okay, that's my motto. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure you tune into my other videos because I'm gonna be breaking everything down, really breaking everything down. You can look forward to some tutorials as well. I'm going to be showing you like doing some screen shares, just showing you really how to get to the business. So literally I'm going to be going through start to finish on building a profitable business that don't take long. Literally all my stuff is the quickest, easiest, fastest way to do things. It don't take a lot of time, but it will take focus. It will take dedication. It will take commitment. So as long as you're ready for that journey, tune in, lock in, follow these videos, and you're gonna be making money in no time. That's it. I'll see you next time.